If the bomb didn't do anything but send them back to where they came from in the first place, what was the point of them going there?
I don't even know. That was like just a filler. Like they had to.
Whole season of filler. The whole season of filler. Like everything they were like, let's all get on the plane and everything's gonna be epic again. Yeah. And then all of a sudden dudes disappear off the plane there in the 70s. And they have to go get Sawyer and Juliet's bitch asses back to the time. And Juliet does and now V's on. Yeah, it's terrible. Terrible stuff. And then who else was there? Who else didn't get any good closure? Lupita should get his own TV show. Like Wings, like a sitcom. That could be a spin-off.
He'd be funny. Like Lupita's probably a funny fucking dude.
My favorite character probably that did get no love. Besides Ben, that's my favorite character. Me and Emerson. What up?
He's the best like second generation character because he came in like
he's not even exactly. He's not an original Lost guy. He wasn't even supposed to be on that long, but that's how good he is. He took the show and said, "Fuck you, niggas, I'm the main villain now." Now I'm the main guy. Like in the 4th season, he's the main good guy. In the 3rd season, he's the main bad guy. And then by the 5th and 6th season, he's just done.
Oh yeah, he does do the bad guy thing. He's on the shit.
Yeah. Like remember when Whitmore and all them come and stuff, and he's just like holding it at his house, got the rifles and shit, he's giving everybody guns. And then his daughter gets executed. Yeah. He calls him the smoke monster, but really the smoke monster was just waiting around for him to call him to act like it. Which was also just bad writing, and they didn't know that the smoke monster was that guy at the time. And how about Jacob? Was there any Jacob in the last episode?
No.
Nope, there was not. There wasn't. What's up? I don't understand the whole
Well, no, because I guess his fire had burned out in the last episode.
That's true, but what about the Flash Sideways? He's not a part of that either. You know what I mean? His important time on the island didn't have nothing to do with it. Like, where's his Flash Sideways?
Why wasn't he going around touching people? Wasn't he... If he was going around touching people and like instilling them with the candidacy, then why wasn't he in the Flash Sideways going around and being the Grim Reaper and touching them and saying, no, it's okay, you're dead.
That would be cool. That would have been way cooler. What they did with that, I think, is like, the whole Flash Sideways point is, what would these people have been without the island having ever had anything to do with their life? True. You know what I mean? So Jacob didn't exist in the Flash Sideways, I guess. But at the same time, they showed us the fucking island on the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah,
so obviously something had to have happened in that Sideways. Like, why would they show us that? Because they probably didn't even know at the beginning of the pilot that they were going to make a Flash Sideways into that. That's how fucking stupid the writers are. They didn't even plan the seasons ahead. Never mind 6 seasons ahead. They didn't even have 1 season planned ahead.
All they had was the pilot.
Or how about the worst writing ever in the first pilot episode when Sawyer, who we don't know is a cop at the time, probably the writers didn't know either, let the bitch out with the fucking handcuffs on. And then their excuses because they didn't want Miles to know that he went to Australia on a trip. Like, get the fuck out of here. I mean, it was just,
they had to write that in. Like, come on.
Sawyer's the worst. And that guy's an idiot, Josh Holloway, whatever the fuck his name is. He thinks he's too cool to play Gambit because, you know, he typecast. Like, dude, you can't fucking act, so you better take any job you can get, dude. That's it.
You need somebody good to play Gambit, though.
Yeah, well, the cat they got was way worse than Sawyer. You know what I mean? Kirsch or whatever the hell his name, Tyler or whatever the fuck. Keach. Shit from Friday Night Lights, garbage.
That sounds like shit.
Yeah, it is. And speaking of garbage, how about my boy Vincent? What was that about? Let's just bring Vincent back. He's gonna be the first scene and the last scene. He's gonna lay there. And then someone was showing a video where Vincent, like they show the very last scene and Jack's eye closes, and Vincent's like laying next to him, and then on the YouTube video it cuts to this dog waking up and like, and he just like starts freaking out and running into a wall and shit. And they were like, that's the real ending. It was just a dog's dream.
That's what Lost really was.
Yeah, that was a way better ending than what they gave us.
So, like, did Vincent die, like, at the end when he was just laying with Jack, or was he just
laying with Jack? I think he's chilling. Because I like this dude. I'm gonna hang out with Jack for a little bit. I think really it was just like, oh, let's bookend the show, and let's make the dog come back, and run away from the garden.
Let's throw in every character, because you're never gonna see him again.
But not every character. Because Walt still didn't show up. Michael wasn't in the last episode either. There's a bunch of people who probably didn't make it, you know, when you think about it.
Yeah.
It's just like, now, what are you gonna do? You're gonna buy the DVDs? Like, do you feel like buying the DVDs?
I don't know, I guess maybe just because it took up so much of my life.
Right, but you're gonna let it take up even more now that you know what it is? You know what I mean? Like, it's like I see it and I'm kind of like, eh. And I know, I pretty much feel like I do, like you could ask me a question, I feel like I'd be able to answer it in that universe. And I still don't feel like I'm happy about that. It's like the answers are just stupid. Yeah. It's not good answers.
Yeah, they should have been good answers, but you guys, come on.
You know, and then the whole thing with the writers is just get over answer questions. Just get over it. Like, no, you're not gonna answer questions because you don't want to be made fun of for the shitty things you came up with.
Exactly. And then what's gonna happen when you guys are at your next show?
Yeah, well, that's another thing. I don't even want to see what they got next. There's just no bullshit. That's like V's on now. Have you watched any of that?
Yeah, I've actually watched it.
I can't remember. I watched the first 4 episodes. I was like, please.
Yeah, this is something to waste time.
It was like Mikey was calling it like Battlestar Light. He called it, and you know it is a lot like Battlestar Galactica in a way, because it's also a remake of an '80s space show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like not only is it
that,
that,
like 3-episode miniseries from fucking 1983.
Yeah, exactly. Like, all right, let's just do that again. Like, why don't you just make up your own aliens and make your own alien story? I don't understand that. But you know, that's fucking ABC.
What's the deal with Hawaii 5-0 and fucking Daniel Day Kim?
I don't know what.
Daniel Day Kim's gonna start up Hawaii.
He's gonna be Punch. Yeah, dude, I'm down with that. He was fucking awesome. Like when you should see him do interviews in real life and stuff, he just seems like the coolest dude. Plus his name's Daniel Day, and anybody named Daniel Day is in the business.
I might have to change my middle name to Day.
Daniel Day Parker. That's what I'm gonna start calling you. That's all there is to it. But that rules. So yeah, Daniel Day Kim's got that going. Is that really like officially happening? Or
I think it's just talks right now, but
like they're talking about like with like the business stuff. Like it could happen.
Yeah, like I don't see any reason for it not happening.
Yeah, other than the fact that maybe the guy who's gonna make it said, man, Lost sucked at the end. So this Daniel Day Kim needing a new job, bro. But yeah, I can see it.
He just wasn't getting the full potential.
He wasn't. His character basically sucked, and he made him cool with like 1 words at a time. That's all it took. Soya. But yeah, exactly. Like, and somehow he still was like the most like easy to relate to character.
Yeah,
like, you just felt bad for Jan all the time.
It's because he's always getting fucked, man. He fucking lost his wife for 2 seasons.
French people were trying to kill him. Fucking watched all this crazy shit. Yeah, he lost his wife, but his wife was a cunt anyway. Who cheated on him. Almost got pregnant with another dude. Fucking, she did nothing but make her dad do evil shit all the time. Like, she's a cunt. I don't know. Remember the...
Well, her dad was like...
a douche too.
He was like the Korean mob leader, so...
Yeah. His face was always like crooked and shit. That guy was awesome. He always had like someone just shit in his mouth.
Yeah,
he was like... But yeah, but even that, like... But she definitely... You know, didn't fall far from the tree with that.
Yeah,
like, she was hella bad too. Like, he was a scumbag and she was a scumbag.
She was manipulative.
Hella manipulative. With her fake ass, oh, I don't speak English. Get the fuck out of here. Ooh, yeah, English.
It's funny to see them in real life.
Speaking straight up.
They speak better than Josh Holloway.
Because they're fucking straight American. They're not even Korean. Like, they're a little bit. But yeah, Josh Holloway sounds like he's got a cough in his mouth all the time. Terrible actor. Terrible speaker. Can't handle it. Not a fan. Not a fan. Evangeline Lilly, you suck too.
Yeah, sorry, you're hot, but
yeah. Don't be on any more good stuff. Because you ruin it. Seriously. But basically it comes down to Terry O'Quinn, who was just as good, or maybe a little less as good as Michael Emerson to me. Because that dude. But remember the first season when Lost like throwing knives through fucking plane seats and he's like, let's go hunt some more and stuff.
And then he just got scared because Jack was telling him, you're nothing.
Yeah, while they're in the hatch and stuff. And then Ben got in his head a little bit and that was it. You guys got any milk?
Yeah.
That's the best. It's like I have some people out there ready to ambush your friends. Getting them all scared and shit. He was so good. But yeah, I mean, other than Terry O'Quinn and Emerson, I mean, Fox was alright. He said he knew what was happening the whole show and this and this. Like, oh, it's like you just knew your eye was going to close at the end, dude. You didn't know what was going on. No one knows. Even now, like, there was no answers because it was terrible. Like,